time. It is time. It is home brew Wednesday. Yeah, baby.
She's already running wild. She can't even drive. She's more like a shot of whiskey.
Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. SJ Poor here from Little Face Brewing, wishing you a happy Homebrew Wednesday. I'm doing this kind of afterwards, but coming up is a review on one of the beers from last year's challenge. So stay tuned and see how I make out. Me and the little guy here. So, set me and little SJ here, and we're going to have a beer. I decided to open this rascal up. This is Braggin' Squatch. Turn this down. Braggin' Squatch Braggot. And this is what's on the label. What is a braggot? It's a beverage that is half beer and half mead. In this beverage, we use 12 pounds of grains in the mash, and then 12 pounds of honey was added during primary fermentation. This was homebrewed in Houston, Texas, by the Canadian Sasquatch Brewery. www.canadiansasquatchbrewery.com. This was his entry into the 2014 SJ Port Challenge. The Braggin' Squatch is always one-upping you. Oh, you caught a 2-pound trout here. I caught a 20-pound steelhead. There's no tale he won't try to outtell. Just like the flavors we found in this beverage. You won't know what you're tasting, but you will keep telling bigger and bigger stories about it. Okay, this is pretty freaking cool. 12.1%. It was bottled on October the 5th of 2014. (2014) 5/10. No, it wasn't October. That's too late. That's why I'm looking at this again. So that's what? January, February, March, April, May. May 10th. So it's almost a year. I already opened it. Great aroma. And we're going to go for a pour. I should be able to go really just straight. Aggressive here. I already got a little bit of the sludge in there. I tried to pour some of it down in front of me. Yeah, I'm not going to get a head off of that, but you can see it tried to get a little bit of a head on it, not much, but it tried. It tried a little bit. It is very sticky, and I can work it up a little bit. Yeah, no, I'm not working it up any at all. There's not going to be any head at all. So, nice, brownish color. There's some particulate in there that comes from, me sitting there kind of messing around with the bottle. I swooshed up as I was reading it, I kind of swooshed it up a little bit, but that's fine. I always said a beer isn't a beer unless it's a meal. So says Sasquatch. All right. Interesting nose. I'm going to be honest with it. I'm picking up a little bit of almost cidery. Just a touch cidery. A little bit of an alcohol nose to it. And it's the mead. That mead nose, the honey, it kind of gives me just a little bit of a cidery aroma. But I can smell the heat from the alcohol. 12.1%, I believe, is what it said. So, yeah. Let's give her a go, huh? Pinky out. Wow, that's hot. And by heat, I mean alcohol. I mean, it's got a lot of alcohol going on. Wow. That mead, the honey, is just up front. I mean, it is right there. It's up front. Really coats the mouth. You can tell it's a high ABV, right off the bat. Really super sweet. I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised at the amount of sweetness that's left in there. I mean, the mead really. The mead part of this braggot really is in the forefront. I did a braggot, and mine is almost opposite of what this one is. Mine was more ale forward, and the mead was more coming from the backside front, whereas this, in my opinion, is more mead forward with the ale just kind of working its way up from the backside forward. Really nice thick coating on the mouth. Yeah. No, that's nice. That's nice. You know what it reminds me of? It kind of reminds me along the lines of Mad Elf. The percentage, the alcohol is about the same. So the heat level is actually right there. They're right even with each other. If you were to really blast this beer with cherries, you'd have yourself damn near 12 pounds of honey. 12 pounds of grain and 12 pounds of honey. That's a lot of honey. And that explains why it's so mead forward. So, oh man. I tell you what, you folks out there who haven't quite jumped onto the mead wagon yet, it's fun. I mean, it's a great way to brew. It's a fun brew. And then once you start to move into doing the braggots, like this, that right there, it's just a blast. It just is truly a blast. What do you think? Canadian Sasquatch. Your number was ST011US. Well done, sir. Well done indeed. Only critique I would give, and I don't know if there's anything you can do on that, a little bit of carbonation, which is hard to do with a braggot, would really push that forward. But I tell you, I'm enjoying this. I am thoroughly enjoying this. Cheers to you, Canadian Sasquatch. Well done. Well, my phone kind of gave out on me there for a minute, but we're back. Me and little SJ here. As I was saying, Canadian Sasquatch, well done. I enjoyed this. This was fantastic. I'm going to try and edit all this together into one. So, this is S.J. Poor from Little Face Brewing. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, folks. True, wonderful brackets. Like Canadian Sasquatch.
Here we go.